What is up, you guys? It's Brad here today with part number 4 of my LEGO collection sorting vlog. I hadn't sorted my LEGO collection since 2020, so in the past couple vlogs, I have made great strides in getting the LEGO collection sorted, and today this is the final part of this 4-part series of me resorting the collection. What's left to do in this vlog here is just finish up this last table here of unsorted LEGO pieces. I've got a couple storage containers here, as well as a couple sub-sorted bags and a couple pick-a-brick cups. And I've also got to finish sorting all of these tiles here. This is mostly finished. As you guys can see, there's just a little bit left, and most of the tiles are pretty nicely sorted here. I will have to do something with all the printed tiles there and expand this circle tile here area, because some of it is like sub-sorted, but then some of it's not. Then after that, I'm going to reorganize all of the Pappy Max storage containers here, but also just for the most part, reorganizing all the drawers and their placements, so when I'm doing my LEGO building, all the parts will be able to be found pretty easily. And with that, let's get right into sorting. I am so excited that this process is almost done. It's been going on for a while, but today is the final day. Of these two bags here, this one is a little bit smaller, so let me start with it. I'm not sure how much resorting will need to be done with these bricks modified, because they are pretty full, these drawers, but like there isn't a lot of parts here, so it might be okay, but it might also not be. So we will kind of have to wait and see once I get sorting these out in a little bit more. The plates, I know, that next one, that bag, that's going to be a disaster, because these are way too big, but like, these are way too full, but we'll see. All right, so all of the bricks modified are sorted. This one's perfect, actually. I don't need to make any changes here. This tray needs to be expanded a little, because as you guys can see, it's overflowing at the back there. This is good. This is definitely overflowing a little bit as well. The rest of them are pretty good, but I've also got all these corner bricks, which are a newer brick that I need to add in, and I just didn't want to mix them with these ones would have 4 studs on each side. And then there's also these ones. I think these are considered bricks, or maybe these are considered plates. I'll probably see where they could fall in nicely. Also, I can't forget, although I totally did, I've got all of these LEGO bricks from Bricks in the Six and Brick World, as well as this box here, and all of these parts here that need to go into the Pappy Max eventually. A lot of these are like bricks modified or plates modified, but while I'm sorting everything, I've got to also account for this. Like, I've got this whole bag here of these bricks, which go in here, so might as well do some expanding. I originally thought this was perfect, but obviously we'll make some changes now. There we go. This is looking a little bit better. It's a little bit more spaced out than I think it needs to be. It's probably a little bit overkill. I made it into 3 drawers instead of just 2, but I'll probably get more of these bricks modified pieces as my collection grows, so I'm not too worried. Oh my, and I also forgot about all of these pick-a-brick cups over here that still have parts in them, so I'm going to pull those out now and see where they can go. So most of the pad cups over there actually turned out to be plates modified, which are in that bag over here, which is like taking up a couple different containers of the Pappy Max, and that one's going to be a massive sort. All right, so now it's time to do what I do not want to do, and that is sort all of the plates modified. Now, the reason why I don't want to sort these is just because I know how much work these are, full to the max, and there's so many different parts here. This bag is pretty massive. It's full of pick-a-brick cups. It's all in these bins there. So the reason I don't want to sort this is just because I know it's going to take me a really, really long time, and it's going to be very, very demotivating. But I know it needs to be done, so that's why I am going to do it. You know, I just don't have to be happy about it, but I'm going to do it. I don't have to like it, because like, just so many pieces. Like, the drawers just keep coming and coming. It's a good thing I'm not doing a speed build of this, because this would take forever, but I've got everything lined up here, and I'm ready to go. Like, I don't know how I'm going to get a whole Pappy Max drawer worth of parts into these Pappy Max drawers that are already maxed out to their capacity, but I can do it. So it's been a few hours so far going through the plates modified bin, and it's going pretty well. You guys can see a lot of it is spread here. I even actually emptied a pick-a-brick cup of LEGO parts. I put some hearts in there, which is really cool. All of these pick-a-brick cups obviously still are with plates modified, as well as some of the parts in here. Right now, I just want to take a little bit of a break from sorting all of these parts out, just because it's very, it's very repetitive going through everything. So I'm going to take some time now, and I'm going to try and sort all of these out into at least one bin or something like that, and you know, consolidate as much as I can here. I just divided up these bins a little bit more, so I put the motorbikes in here, wheelbarrows and dollies here, and bikes and skateboards in here. I don't really access these parts very often, same with the chairs here, so that's why I put them in these little takeout containers, and I will just put them up here in this top bin. Like, I know where they are, they're easy to get to, but because I don't use them so often, it doesn't need to be very accessible at all times. If I'm going to be honest, I still don't really know what to do with everything on this tray here. I think I'll throw these in my Brickling store, but these minifigures, who knows? I've got this Pab Cup of vehicle parts here. This is just like a miscellaneous bin of all the parts that are, made for vehicles and, building stuff like that. Stuff that I don't do very often. You guys, look, I have a city here. I don't build a lot of vehicles. So I should subsort these a little bit more and not just dump them into this really large bin of unsorted pieces here. But that doesn't sound like me, so I'm just going to dump it in there, and that will be a future problem that I won't deal with probably for many years. That's actually why I have the curtain here, like I slide this door shut, put the curtain there, and it's like hidden under the Lego City, and I totally forget I even have it. This I can't be as ignorant with. I have to sort this a little bit nicer, but where's those storage containers? You guys don't even see it. I didn't even realize as well, but look at all the Lego Pab Cups I have. I am certainly going to miss those when Lego actually converts to the boxes. I also have this cup of parts here. This is like unsorted parts. It used to be sorted, but as I was like resorting this, sometimes I would, put the wrong parts in the wrong cup and things like that. So I have a cup here of parts that need to be sorted. I promise I will sort them out as soon as I get the rest of the Pappy Max done. But until then, I'm going to put them back here in this bin of Lego that needs to be sorted. I will not let it build up. I will sort it pretty soon, but I've got to wait and get the rest of the parts done, and it just doesn't make sense to have this Pick-a-Brick cup sitting there. I want to clear the rest of these Pick-a-Brick cups as well, because that will be very, very handy. So I'm going to work on that and just try and get this table cleared off, because I would love to move the rest of the sorting onto that table so I can finish up and do some other building and things. Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh. I actually can't believe how fast sorting all of these plates modified has been. I thought it would take way longer, but this sort is almost done. Then I just got to do some consolidation, or I guess deconsolidation, and then I'm almost finished the sorting, you guys. I'm really, really excited. Whoa, look at that. The bin is empty. All of the parts are here and sorted out. This is epic. Now I'm gonna lay out all the different drawers here just to kind of see where I'm at with everything. And I also emptied out that bag from Bricks in the Six over here of all the different Lego parts that also have to get added to the collection here. So these are all like panels and windows and things like that. These are bricks, and then just a variety of other parts as well that need to get sorted in. Some of these I might have a lot of quantity of, so I'll probably just throw them in the Brickling store, and others maybe not. So I lied. I thought I was actually done sorting all of these here, but then I just found this whole stack of Pick-a-Brick cups. These are all plates modified, so I thought the consolidation process was finished. Apparently it's not, so I'm gonna do this first and then get to that. I laid out all of my Pappy Max containers on the ground here just to get a better visual of everything going on. I finished all the consolidation that I needed of all of the plates modified, which it kind of got a little lazy at the end, I'm not gonna lie. Some of these parts I don't use very often. I just didn't know where to put them, so they just kind of went everywhere. But I wanted to lay everything out and empty out the container completely so I could get a better visual of some of the things, because I'm out of drawers now. I think I have one, maybe two extra ones. So there are some ones that I'm probably gonna, like some parts I mean, that I'm gonna remove from the Pappy Max just because they don't need to be there. I don't build with them a lot. And I have some spare room down there where I could put some of the parts. And I've also been putting some of them in here, just parts that I don't use very frequently, kind of things like that. A lot of these are overflow minifigure parts, but they'll go in there nicely and everything will look good. All right, so now it's time I think I can actually put some of these bags away, which would be really good to get them off the floor. So I just put a bunch of the bags away, and I ended up moving the white bin of bricks down here. It was right here. Every time I open this drawer though, this like shakes up here, and I get white bricks way more frequently than I get windshields. So that's why I flip them around, because when I open this drawer, nothing shakes, so it's perfect. I think for the most part now, I will be able to put all of these back into the Pappy Max. I think all the, sorting, deconsolidation, consolidation is finished. So everything except for a little bit probably of the tiles and a lot of the circle plates can all be finished and finalized. So definitely trying to figure out how to organize all of these Pappy Max containers is a challenging job. I want to put these back in the Pappy Max the way that I think I'll do it building. So obviously I'm going to put, group like-minded parts together. I want to have like all the similar panel pieces, all the tiles all kind of together so that when I'm building, it's very easy for me to just look and find the exact exact parts that I want to, and they're easy there and very, very accessible. And I want to put parts that I build with more often kind of in the center, so when I'm standing up looking at it, they're right there. And then parts that I build with less often, either at the bottom or at the top. So a lot of strategy definitely goes into organizing the Pappy Macs here, and that's why you're seeing me put drawers in, move them around, take them back out, and it's not just an easy process. It's not just sliding drawers in wherever they fit. It is a lot more methodical and strategic than that. So it is a lot of fun and it is challenging to do so, but it is definitely rewarding once it's all complete. So the Pappy Max is certainly looking much better now. I really like the way it's been arranged. So a few things that I have to do resulting from putting the drawers in. I realized I need to separate the, this teal color from the blue, just because I have too many teal and not enough, it just wasn't enough space. So I'm going to separate the two of them out. That makes perfect sense. They're pretty different colors anyway, so I think that will work. This drawer is way too full, so I'm going to separate them out. These are all fences, so I'm going to separate them into like construction or decorative or something like that, because like these ones are obviously decorative. These ones are more construction based, so we'll have to see how I can separate that a little bit more. The slopes, that's not supposed to be there. Oh, crap. I think it's... Oh, yes, it is supposed to be there because it got moved around a little, jostled around. So I have to empty that and kind of put it all in. And then the circle plates, I forgot. I realized those were not finished being sorted yet. So I will have to resort all of them before we go, or before they get put back in there. But I've left space for them. So it's looking pretty good. All right, that is perfect. All of the fence pieces are now sorted. I've had this table set up since probably August. But I think now it's time for it to finally come down. So this is all I still have left to sort, which kind of looks like a lot, but I honestly don't think it is. Most of these just need to be reformatted a little. All the parts are already there, which is fine. That top one obviously needs to be completely sorted. This will need to be really sorted, and I'm probably going to list a bunch of these parts on Bricklink just because there's way too many there. And then these just need to be sub-sorted out. So not a lot of reorganizing. So I think probably another hour or two of just straight sorting, and I can get this done. All right, so the Pappy Max for the first time in months is looking great. It's full. I've got literally one drawer of Pappy Max left, and I even emptied out a bunch of parts into those boxes there. So it's pretty crazy how much the Lego collection has expanded in the last few years, I guess. The last time I did such a major sort. Now what I've got to do is relabel everything. A lot of them either don't have labels or they're completely wrong. So I'm just going to go around and make it easier with myself. And I'm going to Windex everything off. So I've already even pre-Windex. So I'm just going to go, and it's going to maybe take a minute because I've had these on since 2018, I think. So yeah, I'm going to go along and I'm going to Windex everything. But it does feel really good to have everything sorted. There are a few things that I probably want to do a little bit more, not sub-sorting, but like, for example, the printed tiles here definitely could use a little bit more organization there. And I still have to sort some of these ones from a cup, but it's looking good. I'm really happy with it. So sweet, now that all of the drawers are unlabeled, I'm going to go through and relabel them. Pretty ironic, but it's looking really, really good here. And with that, you guys, I feel very comfortable saying that the Great Lego Sort of 2023 is finally complete. Obviously, this took several months and 4 different videos, plus the minifigure one, so basically 5 videos to get done, but I am so happy with the results. I will not, hopefully, probably will not, leave the sorting until the very end like this again, just because it created way too much work all at once, versus if I would have just done it a little bit each month, it would have been so much better. But I've learned my lesson, hopefully. As I said, hopefully I've learned my lesson and won't let it get this bad again. I'm very happy with how it's looking here. I love everything nice, freshly labeled. Everything's in its place. It looks very, very busy, but very, very awesome. So very happy with that. I might go through and add, like a few tiles or like just tape them to the front here, kind of so I know what colors in them and stuff like that, because some of them have multiple colors here. But other than that, like the labeling's done. It looks really good. I'm very, very happy with it. I've got a few pieces down there that still need to be resorted. Some of them I just didn't know where they go and stuff like that. But now that everything's back in place, I know where everything goes, so I'll probably just do one little mini sort and then call it a day, but I don't need to include that in the sorting vlog. So very, very happy with the progress here. Thank you guys so much for following along for the last 5 videos. As I said, I think I started this process in August or September, so it's pretty crazy that it's taking me till November to get it done, but I'm really, really happy with it. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this video and to this series. Let me know down in the comments below if you enjoyed it and if you want to see more. I'll have to make a full tour of my parts collection soon so you guys can check it out. But until then, I'll see you all in the next video.